Hey guys, Tommy Bryson here and welcome to my show, and today we're going to be taking a look at squatters, people that go into people's properties that are vacant in a sense and basically stay there for a very long time, and then all of a sudden the house belongs to them. But the videos I found online, guys, are actually very funny and we're going to react to two of them. One of them is worth like around $500,000 and the other one is a house in Detroit that basically someone bought, and then when they came to actually go to the property, there was someone already there saying like, hey, this is my property, I'm a squatter, I've been here for a while, you're not gonna evict me, and then she couldn't really get the house. But before we get started, guys, make sure to smash the like button, and on top of that also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, which is literally every single day on this channel. Without further ado, let's see exactly what happens when you try to squat on somebody else's property for a very long time without paying any rent, any taxes. Let's see how this ends up, okay?
I know a reporter in Detroit. She's a real crackerjack.
I'm under ice, I'm on the edge.
She recently did a story about a woman who bought a house in Detroit and wanted to sell it. But a squatter had taken over the house and refused to leave.
Imagine buying a house and then all of a sudden someone is there saying like, hey, I know you bought the house, I can see the deed and all the documentation, however, I've been living here and I'm actually living here now, so no, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving. And then you have to take them to court and try to evict them. It's a nightmare. If it was me, to be honest, I probably wouldn't have the patience, but in reality, you have to take the legal route because, you know, you don't want to get yourself into any like legal problems when it comes to this stuff.
The police were called, but Lynn the squatter claimed the homeowner tried to run her over. The homeowner went to jail and Lynn moved her stuff back in the house.
You see what happens? That's what I'm telling you. You gotta take things in a legal route, because she literally tried to run her over and then all of a sudden she can bring the stuff back to the house because now the landlord, the owner of the house, is back in jail, or like in jail for the first time. And basically, by the way, guys, there are several laws when it comes to squatting. I'll review those like later on, but legally, if you squat long enough, you can own the property.
End of story? Hell no, I say. Possession is 9/10 of the law after all.
Wow, that's a pretty nice house though, right? That's a pretty nice house. Detroit, very nice trim lawn. It looks pretty good. The roof looks nice. You know, this squatter might actually be good for the neighborhood, I'll be honest with you.
So I met with the homeowner in a nearby vacant lot.
Somebody moved in her house, and this is her lawyer, and they want him out.
May I have your permission to enter your domicile?
You have my permission.
May I have the keys?
Sure can.
So maybe you're a squatter trying to outmaneuver a squatter.
No way. So I think he's going to try to squat on the squatter. And yes, that is the name of the title, okay? I know, but I just figured it out. By the way, guys, okay, I'm very interested to see how this is going to turn out. And from the very beginning, she should have gotten a lawyer right ahead and not try to run her over, okay? I'm just saying.
I think I'm gonna go move in. Come with me.
Yo, this guy is so cringe. Like, the lawyer is so cringe. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, so what do I do now? Do I just like stand here? Do I talk? What do I say? He's very cringe.
But before I went to move in, I called the cops. After all, I don't carry a weapon, and Lynn, who is known to the Michigan penal system as Arthur, is on probation for felonious assault with a deadly weapon.
You know, if somebody is squatting at my house and they have like, you know, like a, I don't know if it's like a felony or whatever it is, like a charge with a deadly weapon, I would always say like, hey, don't show up, just call the cops, and definitely do not try to run them over. It's just not even worth the time.
Wonderful.
I'm coming to move in.
You are?
Yeah, I got the keys. What's for dinner?
I'm not cooking dinner. I'm finna go pick up my child.
Oh, can I get in?
No, sir.
But I have the deed here.
You do?
Yeah, here's the deed. Here's the check.
I feel like, you know, people act so different when you put a camera on their faces and you have like the police right there, there's a camera crew, people act completely different. You can tell this woman right here is so calm, so like, what is that word called, like nonchalant or whatever. She's just like so calm, like, okay, let me see the deed. No, you can't come in, I'm sorry. Because she knows for a fact if she acts up too much, next thing you know, she's going to jail or going back to jail.
All right.
Here's the deed, and I got permission from the landlord.
Okay, tell the landlord to come here.
I can legally go in there.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I can legally go.
Yeah, you can legally come in.
So let me in my...
You see? You see what I'm talking about? Like, all of a sudden, she's like, you can see her face right there. She's like, oh my God. Camera, police, papers, he can legally go in there. I can't stop him. What do I do? You know, like, her attitude, I'm pretty sure this is not how she acts on a normal basis, okay?
I'll let you in your house. This is Lynn Williams' house.
Oh, it's...
Lynn Williams.
It doesn't
house.
say Lynn.
Well, of course not, because she took all my paperwork and everybody else know it.
If I left my house, say for a month
And a half.
and a half,
Okay, a month and a half, okay? And she's squatting on the property. Let's see exactly where this goes.
you think you would be entitled to move in there?
Well,
take my stuff?
Well,
move in
it's
there?
a lot of. I'm not the only one that is squatting. It's a lot of other people on the block. If you want to be technical.
Okay, so Detroit, a lot of evictions, a lot of things going on there. Things are not well, especially like right now, and people are squatting. However, I want to show you guys this, okay, guys, just to be very polite here, okay? If you go right here, squatter rights explained. By the way, when somebody squats on their property, it's not really legal. However, in certain states, if they stay for like 30 years or like 20 years without actually like being like disrupted, you can actually stay there. And here are the list of states right here, as you guys can see. And on top of that, in certain other states like New York City and stuff like that, you can actually stay for like 10 years, Texas 10 years, and stuff like that, and California 5 years. So if you have a property and you're not tending to it, and that person is staying there, is paying the light bill, is receiving mail, is actually a pretty good part of the community. If you're not there and that person is there for 5-10 years, I kind of get it, you know, you kind of have to forfeit the land. However, 1 month and a half and you're back in my property and you're like squatting, I go on vacation every single year, so I could run the risk of this happening to me also, you know? It's just kind of weird. And more people are doing it, so I get it, you know, I get it. But 1 month and like, what is it, like 1 month and a half is just like, it's kind of like crazy.
I had put a lot of work in here, and I spent a lot of money. I am on a fixed income.
Is that power hooked up legit there?
My power is...
That's not legit.
It's not legit.
No.
I spend a lot of money here. I put in a lot of work here, but I'm not even paying the electricity bill. That's not a good sign. Whenever you're squatting successfully, you have to kind of do things in a legal way and kind of prove like, hey, I'm a good member of the community. But right out the gate, okay, right out the gate, you're like stealing power, not legit. What else are you seeing? Like cable and stuff like that. And I know people that do this all the time because back in the Dominican Republic, where I'm from, we had a neighbor actually do this to us, okay? They stole our power, bro.
No, you stealing a bit of power.
I am blessed.
What do you do for a living?
The guy said, you're stealing power. And she says, listen, I'm blessed, okay? I'm blessed. You know, guys, if I'm your neighbor, I'm going to go by and steal your power, your cable, and also your internet password. I'm going to say, I'm blessed.
I receive Social Security. I don't have
What
no
happened?
secrets.
Disability?
Yes.
What's your ailment?
I'm not going to say.
That's her right.
That is.
Oh.
By the way, anyone that's like on Social Security or has an illness or can't work and it's getting Social Security, I don't care about it, you know? That's why we have a very wealthy country to take care of people that need the money. So I'm always for it. If you need Social Security, if you need help, benefits, Section 8, coupons, like whatever it is, like food coupons, like whatever it is, I'm always 100% behind that because we need to help the people that need the most help. And it makes no sense, tell me, but you know, some people take advantage. It's too tedious to try to find out like, hey, this person's doing this, but this person's not doing that. It's too tedious. It's not worth it, you know? The best thing we could probably do is just go broad instead of trying to go like very like narrow and miss out on the bulk of the people that actually need the most help. So I agree with the system. Is it perfect? The answer is obviously no.
Please.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The only thing that I have now is...
Oh my God. So before that, what was making her be so nice was like the camera, not even the police.
Is a letter stating that I moved here.
Can I see the letter?
Yeah.
Well, that's from the Postal Service.
Yeah,
that doesn't
I
count.
changed
Well, what's your legal name, Lynn or Arthur? Which one
This is my name, L-Y-N-N, Lynn.
Lynn.
You see, right then and there, she got a little attitude right there, okay? A little bit of attitude.
Williams.
Lynn Arthur Williams.
That's my government name.
That's
yes.
the government
That's
name.
my
So,
government
but that's
name.
not on
Junior,
that.
As well as Junior.
Junior.
By the way, you know, whenever like you have like a squatter and they've been there and they can prove like, hey, I have a letter saying like I live there, if it's like legit, well now the landlord has to go through an eviction process, and that can take months, and it's also expensive. So this can this can be very complicated all of a sudden. And all you want to do is like you buy a house, you want to move in, and all of a sudden you're going through all these legal troubles. So I could understand why the lady might say like, hey, instead of going through this, how about I just like run her over, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because I'm a woman. I'm not
Respect.
trying to. Thank you, because you're
Total
trying to call me out here.
I don't think you're gonna get away with this.
I mean, I'm probably not.
Yeah.
She is so self-aware, okay? At this point, she's like, you know what? The cops are here. This letter's not legit. My name is not on it. My legal name is not on it. So I made that mistake also. And now it's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna get away with it. And I feel kind of bad because this lady right here also has like a kid, you know? So if you're getting Social Security, well, why not just like rent a small space, like, you know, in like Detroit, like it's going like for cheap, you know? So like, why not rent a small place and make that your home? You know, that's my main thing here. But at this point, you can tell she's like, wow, I'm not gonna get away with it. And I'm kind of okay with it. I'm not gonna make a scene because again, the cops are there, cameras are rolling, and the last thing I want to do is make a big scene, and next thing you know, I'm gonna get into big trouble.
Only thing that I have staying here until
Oh,
I'm going to jail for squatting.
that's a turn of events.
Oh my God. So she actually went to jail. I'm not gonna make fun of this, guys, because obviously she has like a daughter. And the thing is, you know, when you're doing like the wrong thing and you're trying to get away with it, you know, you run some risks. And when someone says, for example, like, hey, everyone in my area is doing it also, so why can't I do it? It's kind of like going into a store because everyone is stealing and be like, hey, I got caught, but everyone else is doing it, so why should I go to jail? Well, I'm going to snitch on all of you, okay? The answer is, when you're doing something wrong, you got to face the consequences. I don't feel pretty good about this because, again, she also has a daughter, you know, so that kind of sucks.
Call my boyfriend next up.
Are you gonna bail her out?
This is technically a violation of probation, so...
Oh my God. So it's like the boyfriend right here comes out all of a sudden, like brand new, and now he's like, hey, you know, probation, violation, very bad stuff. I don't get it, you know, like, you know, I want to search something up right here, okay, just for fun, guys, just for fun. Right here in Detroit, you can see a 3-bedroom for $650. You can also see like $850, $750, $850, like $750, and this is all like renting, okay, $700. You could probably find a place for like $500. The point is, if you get like Social Security and your boyfriend can get a job, it's like, you know, you can probably make it, you know. So in reality, why not just go out there, rent a space with you and your daughter and also your boyfriend, and then just call it a day, you know? Why go through that risk of getting put back in jail? That kind of sucks, you know? So, but then again, it might be hard to actually qualify for a place if you have like a record or anything, but in reality, her boyfriend probably doesn't have a record. So I'm just assuming that, but it's kind of cheap to just like rent somewhere in Detroit, okay? And you can probably buy a house for like $20K. If you don't have that much money, just rent a space. You know, that's what I would say.
Be violating probation means you go to jail for a while.
2 years.
2 years, which solves the homeless problem.
Okay, so I don't think that's funny. You know, this guy obviously right here has a lot of jokes to say, but you know, like, oh, I'm homeless, I'm on Social Security, and if I go to jail for 2 years, guess what? I'm not homeless anymore. You know, she has like a daughter, so again, man, like the risk, are they worth it? The answer is, in this case, probably not. Like me, probably yes, because again, I don't have a record. I'm not gonna go to jail. However, like, you know, you have probation, you have a daughter. I would have never taken that risk. No matter if like everyone on the block is doing it, I'm just not taking that risk whatsoever.
Look at my new house. It's gonna be great. As soon as the police get out.
Well, George, it's gonna fit me real nice, bro. Appreciate the hookup. Remember,
This guy is so cringe, okay? The lawyer is so cringe, bro. He makes me cringe.
there's rules. You gotta get permission to live in somebody else's house.
So overall, guys, if you ask me, you know, going to jail for 2 years for trying to get like free rent, probably like not the best idea, not the smartest idea. But if you're very poor, you're in Detroit, you don't know what to do, you don't have a job, and your boyfriend's like broke also, and you have a daughter, you might take like bigger risks to try to like kind of like live a stable life. However, we did find some very low rents. However, I still don't know how much money she's making for Social Security. I don't know if her boyfriend is working. I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you, okay? But if it's anything like New York, you can always find a decent place and the government will help you get by. Because again, we have a very good system, if you ask me. Not perfect by any means, however, okay? So overall here, am I gonna be squatting anytime soon? The answer is it depends on the mansion. Okay? But guys, comment down below, guys, and let me know, should I do another video about squatters? Comment down below, let me know, and I'll get to work. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video right here, well, destroy the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Also follow me on Instagram. I post there almost every single day. And on top of that, if you want to watch another video, okay, and how exactly a person bought a $45,000 boat to live in LA for a discount, watch this video right here. Also leave my face right here too. Also, subscribe to the channel now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.